or something like that.
Yeah. Like most definitely. I was, man, I was about to fall for it because I knew some of my other friends that are, um, my friend Jalen, he recently just got a PC, so like he was like, yo, like this Anthem game looking pretty tight, bro. And I think it was around the time it was my birthday, and he actually gave me money to buy the game, and
Damn,
then
was he just like, oh, hey, first game on the PC is gonna be looking nice,
yeah,
just
he bought it too, and then like, yo, I'm like, it's the second week since he got it, he uninstalled it and everything. I'm like, yo, I
damn,
feel
bro.
bad for you, bro.
That's
Like,
tragic.
I feel like I kind of warned him because I was like, yo, like if you don't know, like EA likes to fuck up games a lot, so
Yeah,
I
fuck
don't know.
you. I
Oh,
never liked them since.
yeah, I don't. EA is kind of janky. Like they fucked up Star Wars, and I'm just meaning to ask you ASAP since you and actually Tech play Battlefront. How do y'all feel about that game?
I
Uh,
well, let him go first because he actually he returned it, right?
yeah.
Oh shit.
I
Nah,
actually bought it too, so I got something to say.
Ah.
Wait, did you buy it?
Yeah, I got it on like when I say the low, it was like $8.
Bruh.
Oof.
That's
And he's saying
the
it's
only
still.
reason why I bought it. Only reason why I bought it. It's okay. If you're just trying to waste time and you just want to shoot at some shit, turn your brain off. I mean, yeah, it takes skill, but it's mostly just you getting high enough kills to get one of the elite characters, like the Jedi and the Sith.
Yeah.
Then you're pretty much OP. You pretty much kill everybody on the map. Then outside of that, you keep getting killed by those fuckers that got those characters, and it's like you kind of get bored after a while. You keep dying so much they just come in and one shotting you with the lightsaber and shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. For $8, I ain't got too much to complain about.
True. True.
I paid full price. Different story.
I
Different
think
story.
I got it whenever it came out actually.
Oh.
Um, yeah, like
Brave
whenever
man.
it first came out, dude. Because I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I actually like I understand where people like all the complaints are coming from and stuff, and like what people say, and how they could have of course done more with it, like always, and added like a badass story or something to just like make it as good as we wanted it to be. But at the same time, I'm like, I think it's fun. Like you said, it's just kind of a chill, like go mess around. But I think it's chill to do that, especially if you like Star Wars, because the game looks nice too, and so
Yeah, the game definitely looks really nice though. I got no complaints on that.
Yeah.
Graphics are great in my opinion. But again, just turn your brain off, shoot shit, and go on about your business.
Yeah. Most definitely. Like, I was hooked on the look of it. I was like, yo, like, for a Star Wars game and like just like the amount of shit that happens, like all the explosion shit, and like for it to still look nice, I was like, yo, like, I honestly might cop
Yeah,
this shit.
it runs pretty well. If you got Origin Access, they might still have that sale going on.
Oh, I'm not
It
worried
was
because
like
I ain't getting that
80,
shit.
90%.
It's
see,
$10 right now.
actually
Bruh.
one thing
Yeah,
I liked about
exactly.
it that I thought was one of the best things that they done in there was all the sound design is actually really good.
Hmm.
I have actually like there's this guy on YouTube, I can't remember his channel, but like he'll make like some crisp as like Star Wars Battlefront 2 gameplay that I will watch like whenever
Really,
I'm just like chilling and doing shit. Like if I find
that's
it, like I'll
funny.
definitely share it, but like like Jersey said, it's a game where like you just turn your mind off, like you just play. And like I
Yeah,
definitely don't mind like spending money for games like that, cause like I always need something casual to play. Like if I'm just like I don't feel like I don't know playing Apex like fucking sweating and tryharding all the time. Like I just want to play something super casual. Like I'll
He says sweating.
yeah, that's why I like it too. Because I feel like, especially like if I'm streaming or something, I feel like it's a good game just to hey, you toss on, but then you don't have to pay attention to it
yeah
24/7 and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah most definitely. Tech, did you have any input to say?
I mean, I played the beta and it played well and everything, but other than that, when the game came out, I don't know. I don't think either my PC couldn't handle it or it was like
Oof.
the servers and shit. was just laggy and it kept stuttering and everything. So yeah, I had to return it.
Yeah. I think I returned what was that Battlefield game that recently came out? Uh
Battlefield 5.
is that it?
Or one.
The World War II setting one?
Battlefield 1.
Was it
Both
Battlefield
of
1?
them is Battlefield 1 was World War 1 and Battlefield 5 is like World War 2.
Yeah, Battlefield 5. I got Battlefield 5 for like I think it was like 20 something.
I missed that.
And
I would have bought
I
it.
wish I never bought that game. For
Can I
like
get your account then?
Even for $20?
even for $20 and no Jers, stop asking me for my account.
You gonna use it, let a brother get down with
Oh,
the
I know.
get
I
down.
definitely use it. I still play Apex and Titanfall on that. So
That's alright. I just want to play Battlefield and you can play
I don't know
Apex.
if you want to do that, my man. Cause like for the
Uh,
longest, this I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks like after I bought the game, and I bought the game solely for the purpose of multiplayer. I did not care about the story. Like then when I
yeah.
bought it,
Yeah.
I tried to load up multiplayer. It was like, oh, the servers are down. I was like, bruh. But I'm watching like people live stream this shit. So like, what's really going on here? And like for 2 weeks it was down. Then it came back and the servers were fine and everything. But I was like, yo, like this shit don't feel the same.
Oh, what the fuck?
So definitely uninstalled that. Wish I never spent my money on that shit. But
Dude, the crazy thing about that too, I feel like, is like all my friends, and I feel like it a little bit too, but I'm just like, dude, I feel like Battlefield 4 was so good, man. And so I don't know how they kind of switched up
I
the formula that much.
I was definitely gonna mention that shit too.
Battlefield 4 was so amazing, bro.
Like their story was pretty good also. Like you can play story mode and enjoy
And
it.
I don't know,
Facts.
maybe it was too, because I guess like Battlefield 4 was kind of like really like the one of the first games that's like had that many players on the field and stuff, and so it kind of had everything going on at once too, and so everyone was like, "Oh shit, like this looks nice," you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was and there's like so many people out there that do like Battlefield content, like if it's Battlefield 3, 4, 5, whatever, like and it just looks good and like I love seeing someone play Battlefield 4 and like you just get that nostalgic feeling. Like I would be up like I don't know, like I don't know how 3 in the morning like as a kid on the weekend playing on my PS3 and like it was just the
You're
feeling
gonna
is
make me
good,
go
but
out and
like
buy Battlefield 4.
yeah,
Yeah, I
like
think
you can't get that feeling back with like some of the games now. Just like actually enjoying the game and
Mm-hmm.
like actually doing, cause like now it's just like I don't know. I feel like the process games are made now, and like this kind of ties into a further topic that we're gonna bring up later in this
Sure.
podcast. But like I feel like people with game developers and stuff like the way they make games isn't just the same like how they used to. Like I can't really pinpoint it, but like I know the feeling isn't there as it was before.
Yeah.
I get what you mean, yeah, and I think I know where you might be going with that. So yeah, that'll be a good topic.
Yeah. Um. Well, anybody else got anything for gaming? Oh, Borderlands 3 is coming. Anybody play Borderlands?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the
Played the
second one.
second and the prequel. I didn't play the first one.
I had the first one. I started to play it, but I probably won't.
Yeah, I probably won't play it, but I'll most definitely get Borderlands 3, regardless of if it's the trailer was lackluster or not. I just like Borderlands, so
True, true.
simple as that for me.
I never played Borderlands. Actually, no, I
He didn't
did.
even waste the grenade.
I played Borderlands. I played one. I forgot which console I played it on. Then I played two on Steam, but it was nothing like I didn't put. I think I put like over like 10 hours total. Like I didn't really. I didn't really find myself in the
That's
game, but
it.
like me looking at like Chef is actually streaming right now. Like when I see him playing it and stuff, I'm like, yo, like I think this might be something I like. Like so, I'm thinking about buying Borderlands 3 when it comes out.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
I
I
played
mean,
Borderlands 2 on PS4 like all the way through. I didn't play the DLC, so I bought it again when I built the PC or whatnot. So
Dude, I was looking, and on Steam they have like the whole what's it called? The Handsome Collection that has all the DLC, like all the shit for like $10, dude, or
Yep.
$20.
Yep. They're
Even
about
though
to
that,
rack up.
yeah, dude, it's like 95% off or something like that.
Shit,
well.
I might have to get into the story, or at least play it.
I just like it because I like the look of it too.
Yeah, the look
I
is
like the
like
style of it.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the way they designed it, no matter how long it's passed, it's still gonna look good. What is the art style? Is it like cell shading or some shit like that?
Yeah, like cell shading or tune shading.
Yeah,
It's crazy because we've been talking about some of my in some of the classes that I'm taking about stuff like that, and learning how they just like make all these like tune shaders and stuff like that to make the characters look like that, and then how even a lot of the time like you know how like the looks of those are like Spider Verse or something. They have like the black outline or like the black
yeah,
like
Yeah.
frown lines or something.
Yeah.
They said a lot of the time, like if it's they're making it in 3D, then they'll actually like put those lines on the character model, and like set it to where those lines like move to make the emotions. Like they actually attach those lines like to the character and stuff instead of like just drawing them in there for the purpose like to like create the perspective or whatever.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
yeah. It is pretty cool. I mean, I couldn't do it
You couldn't do it, Jace?
mainly because I don't know how. But
Oh, true. Is anyone getting Halo Reach when it comes to PC?
no,
No?
Absolutely not.
No.
No?
If it's
Yeah,
not
why
free,
no?
I'm not getting it.
No?
Oh,
not
come
getting
on,
no.
bro. You
Damn.
know it's not gonna be free.
Is it new?
If it's not free, I'm not playing.
Nah, it's not new. It's just coming to
And
PC.
then I don't want it.
Damn. I
Simple
thought
as
this.
that. I don't
I
want
thought
it.
everybody was about to get it. Like that's
Unless
the
it's for the
squad
low,
game.
low.
Free.
I'm not buying it again.
They said free. I
don't
I
know,
mean,
don't
man.
fans on that.
I mean, shit. What do you think's
Straight
an
up, no.
understandable price
No,
or a
free.
reasonable price?
Like,
you only going for
Besides
free
free.
bands?
I'm not
I mean,
buying it.
I'd rather just you spend the time to work on making a new. If you're gonna keep with the same, same IP, just make something new. Like, come on, stop. I don't want no old shit. Like, I played it already.
Well, shoot.
I
I
don't want
mean,
nothing new.
I guess they technically they do have the new Halo coming, but I mean, shoot, that's not till what 2020.
I
I'll
think
wait
so.
for that then. I'll wait for that.
Damn.
True.
Tack, you
Xbox
gonna
got
get it?
backwards compatibility, so I can throw that in there.
If you had the Master Chief Collection on Xbox, does it transfer over? Or no?
I do
I
not
bet
know.
not, bro, because it's Microsoft.
It might.
But I'll get. I
Yeah.
mean, if something to play, so probably.
Yeah, I
Nope,
know.
they not
I know.
getting my
Wolf was
dollars.
fucking fantasizing over that shit. So, and I'm definitely gonna get it. So,
Can you
I
borrow your
mean,
account?
I think it'll be a
Jers,
nice Gen 1 game.
please. What's up with you, bro?
Tripping, man. I'm tripping.
No, you tripping, bro.
No, that's you, bro.
You're not getting
You
my
ain't
account, my
tripping.
man.
I would share mine if I had something that you wanted to play.
Hey, we can talk business after, alright?
Nah, we'll see.
Alright. So, switching the tide of the podcast. Anime. Anybody watching anything like 2019 season anime?
Nah, I'm still trying to watch old shit.
What you
Just
trying to watch?
finished
Yours?
up.
I was talking to you earlier. I'm catching up with Hunter x Hunter.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I finally found the dubbed anime. I can't do sub. I don't have the time to be reading it.
You can't do sub.
I can do it. I just don't like because if I'm like distracted with my kid or whatever, at least I can hear what's going on. Like I don't understand Japanese, so I can't.
I feel that.
I felt it.
So I'd rather keep it somewhere where I can low key. Oh, somebody just got punched in the face, something like that. Just because of what they're saying, or you know what I mean? Like they're going, "Who do you do?" Like I don't understand that. Like, I could tell it's intense just by the volume and the strength of the output. Japanese got that strong tone in it.
Yeah.
I can tell how intense it is, but I don't know what's going on. And I got to rewind, hit play again, and pay attention. I ain't got time for all that.
ROG said you racist and shit.
I'm not racist, man. I just don't understand it, so can't keep up with it if I'm not actually watching it. You know?
I feel
Like
that.
I watched the Raid Redemption 1 and 2. I watch a whole bunch of like old school 1960 martial arts movies, and they be subtitled, but I usually watch them when I'm in bed. But old days. Now I can't because I fall asleep. But it's not racist, bro.
Jeez, Jers, you getting old, man. Getting old, Jers. Out here falling asleep, bro.
Yeah. Once I hit the bed, that's it. I'm wide awake when I'm sitting up or walking around. As soon as I hit the bed, I'm out.
I feel that, bro. I think Tack was about to say something. What you about to say, Tack?
For this season, I just finished up Mob Psycho 100, the second season.
How
No,
did
man.
you like it? Cause I heard a lot of people who said Mob Psycho was like pretty good. Then I heard a lot of people saying like it's kind of cliche.
Compared to this first season, kind of the vibe changed a lot. Like the first season, he was like a shut-in, and then his have any of y'all seen it?
Yeah.
No,
the first
I
season.
did.
Nah, I haven't
I've seen,
watched it.
I was waiting
almost
for
the
the
whole
second
first
season
season.
to end so I could binge watch it.
Yeah, the second season just ended. I feel like the final fight was kind of disappointing though. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, how it
Is it
ended.
on Netflix?
Mob? No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did they have a live action anime?
Mm-mm.
They,
I mean,
Do you
I'm
really
not
want a
in
live
Wait,
action?
wait,
You really
wait,
want a
wait.
live action?
they were
I
talking
think it
about
might
that,
actually.
but
I think it might.
Yeah, I think that's what I keep seeing on Netflix.
probably
Yeah.
then.
A live
I
action
think it,
Mob
I
Psycho.
think it might have a
Actually, they
like a
did,
Japanese
they
live
did.
action or something.
Yeah, I think so. Because I keep seeing it now that you mentioned like Mob Psycho. I'm like, is that what I keep seeing? But it didn't look like an anime to me. So I think they do got a live action out there. You know what I'm saying? For the eyeballs to peep.
How do y'all feel about that live action anime?
I don't mind them. I take them with like a big ass heap of salt.
I mean,
'Cause
I think I've only seen maybe like one or two, but I just feel like I don't know, just because I've even talked about like some of this stuff in like some of the people I have classes too, like because just like the difference between live action and animation is just the exaggeration and like what you can stretch and actually like show emotions,
Yeah.
and stuff with different animations and like stretch and squash and all that.
Yeah.
And so I guess it's hard to like I guess keep that like because you know how I guess anime, yeah, in particular too, like you said, like some of it can be like really exaggerated and like the things that they say are kind of over the top at times.
Mhm.
And so I feel like that can be kind of hard to translate over to live action. So sometimes it can just come off cheesy.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I think that was. I'm not gonna say that was the problem with the Bleach adaptation of it, but like definitely the Bleach one was kind of like. It was just multiple things I didn't like about it, like the story, because they didn't do like how he became a Soul Reaper.
Yeah, they did.
They did like some other variant of it, and it was just weird, like. And then that, and just like the animation was kind of janky, like the
CGI and stuff.
yeah, the CGI it was just off-putting to me. Like it was kind of turned me off from it. So I was like, yeah, I didn't finish it because it was just too much. Like one of my favorite animes, and I see this shit, I'm like, yo, I don't know about this anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, I still need to finish Bleach anyway, but all them damn fillers, man, I couldn't do it.
Bro, I can tell you, bro, when to skip, because there are some goddamn fillers, yo.
I can't even remember where I left off at. That's sad.
Damn.
I'd have to like watch a couple episodes. Like usually, I'll pull up one and then I'll be like, all right, I know I saw this before. And
Yeah.
continue into there, but
That's what you kind of got to do with them animes, like when you take a break, because I think that's what I did with when I was trying to watch One Piece. I was like,
Dude.
I couldn't get into it. I was
Did
like
you
100
start from the
episodes
beginning?
deep. I started from the beginning. I was in 100 episodes deep. I was like, I'm burnt out. I can't do this anymore.
Oof.
I lost that race. I was like, this is not for me.
See, that's why I'm like, I've never seen One Piece, but I'm like, dude, like, it's just one of those shows. I feel like do you want to get stuck down that hole? But also, I'm like, shit, what if I actually really like it and there's that many episodes? And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like the people that are into One Piece, they either invested a lot of time or they caught the shit early, like when they were
From the
kids and
very
like
beginning or
like from
something.
the very jump. Cause like damn near 1,000 episodes, I can't do that. I don't got that much time on
Hey,
my hands.
if
Yeah,
you have
that's
a
all.
summer break with nothing to do,
Aren't they
Even
like
Yeah.
still, bro, I
30,
can't
30
do
minutes
that.
long?
What'd you say, Jers?
So aren't they like 30 minutes long each episode? You'll be that 2 episodes.
like
Yeah, you'll
20 to
finish in no
25.
time.
So 30 minutes, bro. I'm no.
You'll finish before you know it. You'll be like, oh damn, that's it, y'all. Like,
Nah, bro.
where the rest of
Nah.
these episodes
I'm gonna be 100 episodes in again. I'm like, damn, this shit's still going. Fuck.
at?
And some of the fillers are low-key fire though in One Piece.
No, I won't be
Fillers
feeling
being
no good.
fire? I don't
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
about that.
surprising. I mean,
I can't do no damn fillers,
I don't know
man.
about that, bro. But Bands, what about you? How you feeling about 2019 anime?
Oh, I got SMGs, son.
Well, you just got on watching like 4 of them.
Yeah.
That being not Darling, fucking Promise Neverland, fucking Domestic, Quintuple, and Kakugurugi.
Damn.
Yeah, those are the 4. Those were good. Those were all 8s. What up? Well, freaking Domestic. Probably gonna have season 2. I wouldn't mind that.
It's season 2? I mean, it's season 3?
Yeah, 2 of Domestic.
Oh, domestic. Yeah.
And for Kakugurugi, yeah, there's obviously gonna be a season 3 because
Obviously.
they structured the episodes different because like, oh, niggas like this,
Yeah.
so waiting for that. That'd be cool too. And Promise, they already confirmed this is season 2, so that's like slitty, I guess.
I mean, did you
Hopefully,
see the last episode?
yes, I watched everything.
Okay.
Hopefully, they develop hands and start running niggas fades
Yes.
because that was annoying. But
I mean, the last episode was kind of lit. I'm not gonna fade. And then like
hey,
the connection between Mom and Ray, I was like, holy shit.
wait,
Yeah.
so what type of genre is Promise Neverland?
Psycho
it's a
Psychological.
psych anime drama.
action.
Is there magic and shit involved?
No,
There's demons.
there's demons though, but there's no magic.
Is there a lot of pulling up?
There
No,
should be, but there's
there
not,
should be.
unfortunately.
It's just a lot of tactical outthinking and just oh, we gotta finesse. It's a lot of finesse and
Yeah,
it's a lot of twists and turns. A lot of
that's the show you
different
learn how to
things.
finesse in.
it's cool. A lot of twists and turns you don't see coming. Like, oh shit, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So like I only like mainly most anime where the nigga got like something to prove and he getting stronger and shit like that.
I mean,
It
they
ain't
got
that
something to
type of anime.
prove.
I don't wanna. I did watch what's that one on Netflix? Crap. It was with the werewolves and shit like that.
Oh, I know
not
what you're talking
Castlevania.
about.
Not
Castlevania?
No, not
Nah,
Castlevania. It's some new shit they put on there. And he was like a werewolf or something like that.
When he was like the last of his kind.
Yeah.
It was like Jaeger or something.
Yes. I can't think of the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool for something that came out like recently.
Serious the Jaeger?
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly it. I will watch the second season of that. The first one caught my attention. Like I binge watched it, and I was actually sad it was over.
Yeah, I haven't seen any like new shit for 2019. Even though wasn't it recently that a bunch of stuff dropped?
Yeah, there was a whole
There
anime
was-
season that dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
We're
thought.
about
See,
to be in spring season.
I've been watching a few older animes though.
What you been watching?
You guys ever seen Golden Boy?
Watch that.
Boy, that shit is hilarious.
Dude, that shit was
That'd be
funny,
about-
bro. I was sad that they only had one season of that.
I mean, I feel like they ended it right. I mean, I was kind of
that's true.
wanting something, but like I see why they ended it there.
It's
Yeah,
Like
that's
Golden
true.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
It's a
that shit's funny.
comedy.
Jers, you definitely gonna love it. It's your type of comedy. I already know.
All right. Is
It's
it
what? It's from the
dubbed?
'90s, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
You don't
I feel
watch
like I
sub?
might have watched it. Nah, I
You
tried
can't
not
watch
to.
Golden Boy subbed. Come on. This shit don't feel the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
Yeah. But I would definitely recommend it to literally anyone. That shit is
I
hilarious.
prefer to watch dubbed. I'll see if I
I
can
might recommend
download
it
it
to my
later.
mom, to be honest.
Oh, shout out to mom watching anime. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
mom, if you in the chat, what's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah.
Shout out to mom watching anime.
Hey, shout out Mama Brown, shout out Mama Brown.
Hey, Mama Brown, when I come, what's for dinner?
She don't cook, so
Come on.
she probably won't order
Alright,
pizza.
where G-Ma at?
No, Gma, she probably gonna cook something, but that's besides the point. All right. So is that all? Anybody wanna put anything last in for some anime? Anything wanna request? Anything you wanna suggest?
Yeah. What are some recommendations that you would say
Just the
to
four I
watch
gave
lately
you.
then? Because
Just
I've been looking for some stuff to watch.
watch
Literally the four Ben
Promise.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Mob
So you're
Psycho
gonna
on
have
there
to
too.
link those to me later so I can download them.
Most definitely, most definitely.
But I don't know if y'all heard, but y'all heard all that stuff about One Punch Man, like being kind of downgraded.
What do you mean?
Nah.
There was a whole video on it, but I forgot who the last company was that did it. But did y'all see the trailer for the new season?
Yes, people in
Yeah, the
crying about the
animation.
trailer because it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Like-
A lot of people were hating on it because of that.
I'll
I
just
mean,
wait until
I always
you
hate
see an
on
episode.
Yeah. I don't
but
really
it
care about the
does look
animation, to be
cringy,
honest.
though. I don't.
What was this again?
One Punch Man.
Oh, okay. I'm eager to see it.
Yeah. I'll
don't
still
care
watch it.
about
I don't care about the animation. I just want to see this nigga like actually take a L, or like if he can take a L for once. Like actually like see him engage in a fight, like when he was dreaming. And
Yeah.
oh, my mom said what's up, but yeah, like when he was in his dream and like that nigga was actually like was leaking. I was like, oh shit, I thought it was real too. I was like, I'm trying to see something like that, like but actually happen. And I read like some of the manga too. It was just like, yo,
Did
trying to
y'all
see this
see
nigga.
that link I posted when someone did that animation of him when he fought the Hulk?
The Hulk.
One
Nah,
Punch?
Yeah,
I
it
seen
was just
it.
a fan made thing.
that will be a sweep too, though. What the fuck?
I mean, technically yes, he is One Punch Man, but they made it being that Hulk is he can regenerate and shit. And basically can't die. Like how do you kill something that can't die and pretty much withstand everything?
I mean, wasn't that the last dude that Saitama
Right,
fought?
but
in
but
the
Yeah.
he
last
wasn't
season?
he wasn't the Hulk though.
But still,
Hulk
I
is
mean, but
totally
like he could
different.
regenerate though.
yeah.
The Hulk literally
Well,
has unlimited strength. He's literally infinite. Like
he
the
don't
matter
even
he
know how strong he can get.
the
Yeah,
matter he
exactly.
gets, the stronger he gets. And getting punched in the face a bunch of times, he's gonna be like, all right, nigga, you struggle the fuck out. So
I
eventually,
thought it was pretty cool though. I thought it was pretty cool
yeah,
to watch.
eventually I could see Saitama actually taking that L on that fight. He was like World Breaker Hulk times 10. He just get hit that one time. You're like, all right, I don't feel like doing this no more.
it's technically, to our knowledge, so is Saitama's strength. So it pretty much just comes down to endurance. So just whoever gets tired first.
And Hulk don't
Yeah,
get
or-
tired, so
I
Let me
just
see if
hope
I
he
can
gets
find
the
it.
acknowledgement that he needs, because he needs to be like class A or S or whatever.
he
you
not
call
even
it.
S rank, yo. Like that's why I'm
Yeah,
like, this
class
man.
E.
Okay, I guess like the Genos was smarter than him or whatever, but like, did you see this man like physical tests? Like he got the highest score, so like, oh, what we really doing
Yeah.
here?
I
But
don't know, bro.
yeah. But I'm definitely excited for 2019 anime. There's a lot of good animes. Like
Does
the
that
four.
come out this year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think it's
supposed
like
to.
coming out next week or something. I don't
Is
know.
it dubbed though?
The dub, I don't know. I know there
Dang.
was a dub. I
There
don't know if
was.
the dub is coming out the same time as the sub.
It's probably not. It's probably gonna come out like later.
Well, I won't watch it till the dub come out.
That's what I might start doing, to be honest. Like when new anime comes out and I like it, I'm watch one episode and then try to hold myself to wait like till all of them come out so I can just binge watch it like Ben said. But
Are you gonna hold yourself?
I don't know. I don't know if I can do it because I need some anime to watch like at least once a week. But yeah. Is that everyone? So input on
Yo,
anime.
where you come from? Oh shit, good shit.
Sure.
Alrighty, now we get into the life side of the podcast. For the people in the chat, if you have any topics you want to hear discussed or anything, feel free to, share or whatever, you feel.
Hey, I got a pink.
But we do have some topics already lined up, but you still feel free to, if you want something to talk about. So, first one coming from our good friend T Palm. We have the topic of embracing your nerdiness, and I guess this is kind of one for
What the fuck?
I don't I don't want to say being accepted into society. Maybe that's the way he posed the question. He just literally said embracing your
Bitch.
nerdiness.
Oh,
So how do y'all feel about that? How did y'all come to terms with that, embracing your nerdiness?
I mean, I just stopped giving a fuck. What you gonna do to me? Because I'm the
Honestly,
way I am. What you wanna fight me? What's up? You go, hands. I might win, I might lose, but what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
ain't
Dude,
nobody really gonna outright say they want to fight you.
yeah.
I mean, dude,
So
that's
but that's
I
a hard
feel like
mentality to have.
I just be myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to care, but I did meet a few of my best friends that like got me out of that because they used to embarrass the shit out of me. Like, I mean, like just doing simple stuff. We'll be walking down the street.
Nigga pants you or
One
something?
night we were in New York. Nah, not like that. I mean, they would have, but it wasn't like that. Like,
Oh.
we'll just be walking and shit, everybody talking. I'll ask somebody a question, and you just hear one of them yell extremely loud at the top of their lungs, "Shut up! Shut up! Nobody talking to you. Why are you still talking to me? Didn't I just tell you shut the like just in front of millions of people, just broad daylight,
For
middle
what
of the
though?
day? They didn't care. They didn't care. I used to be so embarrassed, bro. Like after a while, like I got over that shit because somebody told me, and it was like majority of people who you meet is probably for that one time. You're probably never gonna see them again.
Yeah.
So why should you care what they think about you? So that's how I just go through life. Like I don't give a shit. If we go to the store and my song come on, best believe I might, what I'm saying, throw down in the middle of the aisle and
Nigga
start,
start
getting down. Like I don't give a shit. What you gonna
start
do? Or
breakdancing
laugh
in a
at me?
convenience store.
Exactly.
I feel that. I
Yeah,
feel that.
so that's how I go through my life every day, bro. Like, you know what
What
I'm
about
saying?
you, Attack? Then go to ASAP, then bands.
Uh, I mean, just off of what Jersey was saying, that's good advice, but it's not everybody can, have that type of mentality, especially
Yeah,
people
I
that are like,
understand it.
you know, shy or nervous or something like that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So how'd you embrace your nerdiness?
Uh,
Even though you suck at basketball and you do other stuff, but I mean, like how'd you embrace your nerdiness?
I mean, I just surround myself with people, you know, that that I could relate to.
True.
Uh, uh, I don't know how to word it basically, but yeah,
I kind of
I'm.
get the gist of what you're saying. Like
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
keep
They just
the
accept you for you.
yeah
They're not trying to force you to be something that you're not. Like I did hang with people who used to want me to like drink and stuff like that. Like I don't like drinking. I'm a social drinker. If you invite me to a party, I might have one or two shots or beer or something like that. But I'm not gonna sit here and try and get like wasted to the
yeah.
point where I can't remember shit. Like I had friends that would like trying to pass me cups left and right, and I'm like, nah, bro. Like
Like, if it ain't water, I
I,
don't want it.
yeah, like I stopped hanging out with them, and then I met friends like who related to me. Like, nah, we don't need a drink to have fun.
Yeah.
So I started hanging out with them,
Nice.
and we've been best friends ever since.
I mean I feel like that's a big part of it too. Like you guys said, I mean, because I mean, I feel like at every point, I mean, a lot of people at least, they kind of just are like, oh, like they kind of like see how it is when they actually stop, caring what other people think or something like that, and so then they're just kind of like, oh, I mean, like this is, it's just they see how it feels, and so they don't want to go back because I mean, why? I mean, why deal with all that extra shit? But I feel like yeah, like surrounding yourself with good people or like people that are similar to you, helps with a lot of it too because um I mean, what may be, I guess, nerdy or weird, to other people, might not be, to you in your circle or whatever it may be. Um, I've been pretty fortunate enough to have found a friend group that has a has people that do a little bit of everything, and a lot of the people may do one thing that someone else doesn't, and vice versa, and so uh it's nice to have people that are accepting it, even though they maybe ask you to do something and they say, or you say no, then it's like, okay, it's not a pushy, they try to get, like, ask two or three
Yeah,
times,
Yeah.
something like that, or vice versa.
I
And
feel that.
so,
Yeah.
but it's like, because like I have some people who are, they're like that, they're like, no, like, don't drink, don't smoke, like, just straight kind of against that stuff. But then other people who are opposite, but then, hey, they'll still come to the party and stuff, they'll just sit there and just want to drink.
Yeah.
But
I feel that. ROGFX in the chat said all you need is a good personality and be genuine and you'll be alright. I feel like
yeah,
that is kind of true. Um, but then also like sometimes it kind of varies with like the environment that you're in, cause like it's kind of hard to find that group, and it might take a while to find your group, like your group specifically for you, like, and it's gonna be different for every person. Like not even talking about the topic of like just being a nerd, just like finding the group that like that's comfortable for you and like what you like and what you dislike. Like you can have a good personality, be genuine, but like kind of the environment that you're in, if it doesn't like really facilitate that, like it's definitely going to be hard, and like you don't want to be the
Bro,
product
how
of
did
the
you get
environment, so
here?
like
that's true.
it's just a lot of things. But I do agree with ROGFX though, like that's kind of like the basic shit that you need, like.
I kind of I agree with that too, because I kind of feel like that goes along with if you are you kind of stay true to yourself and who you are and stuff like that, then all that stuff kind of comes, and people that are similar to you and stuff, like they'll find you kind of, and it may take a while and stuff like you said, but I feel like it happens, like if like you can always kind of find people who are the same, like-minded as you and things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I met most of the people that I'm cool with through basketball, and they just happen to be into the same things that I'm into. Not so much as video games, because I play, like, they play video games, but not as much as I do. They watch
Hmm.
anime, but not as much as I do, and yeah, I don't even watch a lot. So that's saying, and for how much they watch. Like they'll watch like the main shit, Dragon Ball Z, some shit like that, but they won't give anything else a chance. Cause they're like, nah, I ain't watching that goofy shit. It's just not what they know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it is what it is. Like I don't judge them for. I try to get them to watch it, but if they don't watch it, whatever. We just go on about it separate ways. We make fun of each other because we're cool and we just be chill.
That's
Yeah.
funny, 'cause I feel like I'm the opposite of that. um because I feel like sometimes I have to like be in the mood to watch anime or something like that.
Yeah, I
um
can feel with that too.
but and like I feel like I'm real picky about like finding a show that I actually like when it comes to anime and stuff like that, because I feel like once you find one, like one that slaps, dude, it slaps, and just a good anime is good, like a good ass show once you find one. But it's hard, I feel like, to find one that's just like, oh man, that I'm really gonna get into.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true too. That's why I'd be so picky. I don't know. I just like the specific type I named earlier. If it ain't
Yeah,
that along those lines, I'm like, yeah, I can't watch it. So that
yeah, because
anime with that little kid when he was a smart and he was a detective, I thought that was pretty cool. I can't
Oh,
think of the name.
fuck. I know what you're talking about. I just forgot the name.
Yeah,
But
with
yeah,
that little
he got like a
dread.
big ass head.
Yeah, so he wore like a little
He got
jacket with a bow
glasses.
tie. Yeah,
Yeah,
glasses,
yeah, I know
got
what you're
shorts
talking about.
on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that shit. I thought that was pretty cool. Stuff like that I can watch sometime.
True, true.
Yeah, I feel like I actually haven't seen a lot of like the main animes that people have seen.
Me
Um,
either.
what no, like watch me get roasted for this though, because I honestly haven't even seen fucking Dragon Ball Z except for like one
It's cool.
episode.
I don't watch Dragon Ball Z either, bro.
Shame on
Um,
you both.
That shit doesn't catch my
It's
eye, yo.
repetitive,
Like
but
it's really
fighting's
repetitive, and then
fire.
like nigga has so much plot armor. Like I get like okay, I get Naruto and like Ichigo have plot armor, but like this man is like he's the like godfather of plot armor. Cause like holy shit, this man died so many times, and he should have died like way more times. And then like his power, he's like the Hulk. It's like he's kind of like the Hulk with the power level shit. Like
I mean,
yo,
it's justified. He's constantly training, trying to get better.
Yeah.
And if every opponent he fights is stronger than him, and then he beats them, he's obviously going to be stronger than he was before you fought them. Plus,
yeah,
if he
but
keeps training,
it's like yo,
it's
there's
like,
damn
hey,
near no limit to this man. Like holy shit.
it's like, hey, always get better. That's basically just Dragon Ball. It's like, hey, there's no limit. Just keep pushing.
And that's why I don't like it though, like, cause he doesn't have a limit. Like, so
But it's not like he's just, oh, I'm sitting home and I'm just getting stronger. Like he's working to better himself every time.
I mean, that's fine and all, but like, there has to be some limit, like some real shit, like, yo, like reality smacks this nigga in the face or something. Like, that's why I don't like the thing with like overpowered as characters. Like, and someone did a video on this where they were like the overpowered villains aren't as scary or aren't as intimidating as the ones that have like um that are like the kind of the lesser villains. Like the person was comparing Hisoka to who's the lady in Naruto that created like the mother of chakras, some shit like that.
I don't know that bitch name. I
I
don't
know
know.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, but like her, they were comparing her to they were comparing her to Hisoka, and like Hisoka was like, um, ROG said the nigga could do everything except be a good father. That too. If you ain't a good father, bro, I ain't fucking with the anime. But I'm joking. But
Saitama's overpowered.
but like,
Nah, no buts. That man killed people
I'm.
with one punch.
I mean, I'm not saying like.
That's OP.
I mean, it's. I guess because
But
also
that's
like.
the point of the show, you know?
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
what
I
the
agree.
show evolves around. Well, like I don't know. Dragon Ball one, it being like like okay, I can't say this on stream. I'm tripping. Um um
What can't you say?
I was about to say the C word, but
What's the C word?
the COON.
Why can't you say it?
I don't know. I ain't
Kid
going.
friendly around
Yeah, kid friendly stream. Even though I'm cursing, but yeah.
Yes.
I cursed like 30 million times.
But yeah, like just
Fuck them kids.
it's just so generalized, and like some people are not even considering it as like anime anymore. It's just like it's like a fucking cartoon now, and also like people hype it up so much, whereas like even if I want to get into it, like it's just like yo, like this shit not even all that, to be honest. But like
people do the same about like other anime. You just don't see it because it's not something you look for. Like
no, and
people
like
probably do the
I've
same
tried
for,
to get into it, but like it's just
no, I don't mean like Dragon Ball Z in general. I'm just talking about like other anime that people may feel the same way.
oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people may hype up One Piece, but you don't know about it because One Piece isn't in your face like Dragon Ball Z is.
Yeah.
Bro,
You see
like
what I'm
I
saying?
used to think One Piece was terrible, like trash. I
here come
bash
this
it
nigga.
all the time.
Here comes this nigga. Oh my God.
No, it's for real though, and then I gave it a chance. That shit is amazing.
What episode you on?
I'm all the way caught up.
So, yo, this nigga.
Took
You
me like
watch
2
those
weeks to
1,000
catch up.
episodes?
2 weeks, bro. Nah,
Yup.
I ain't take no 2 weeks, nigga. So you literally had nothing to do?
Deadass. Nothing.
Nothing.
But this was like in high school,
Okay, all right.
summer of high
Alright,
school.
all right,
Yeah.
all right. You ain't work during the summer of high school?
No, I mean I did, but not too much. You know
This
they be greedy on them hours.
this guy's so off topic. All right, let's move to the next topic. Um, we got one from Mama Duke. It is navigating life as a young adult and as an introvert. First, we're gonna start with Ben since you've been kind of
Oh,
quiet. We're
God
gonna we're gonna
damn,
start with
You
you.
man.
there, bands?
I'm here. I
Uh,
was just speaking.
Nah,
What?
nah, nah. Speak some more.
Uh, sure. Your man's, old as shit, 20. Uh, and I don't know. I guess I'm just transitioning into this whole young adult thing too, because teenage years they don't really prepare you for anything because you're just getting told what to do and just you're just being groomed to be a worker or whatever, not really making your own choices as much as you should be going into adulthood, and that's kind of like for me, my opinion, that's kind of like really hurt. It hurts a lot because once you do get that full freedom, you kind of stuck there like, hey yo, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Someone help me out. I'm like, oh, you're a grown ass adult, figure it out. I'm like, well, shit, brother, I wish I was taught how to do this. So it's a lot of your early, uh, young adult years are spent figuring out how to adult, so to speak, just how to navigate all that, just the new way of life, because you got to start doing things for your own and just figuring out like places like working, finding your own house, just doing this, that, and the third. So it's just like that's a lot of your early adult life is spent just figuring out the best way for you to like become self-reliant.
True, true. I feel that. I kind of see it the same way. Jers, you next since you're the oldest in here, and I think even in the Discord, if I am correct.
Yeah, why you gotta point that out, B?
I'm sorry, I'm my bad. I'm just saying, like
What's
we got
good
the
with you,
we
B?
we got the 20-year-old that's just he's kind of been in this navigating the whole young adult life for a minute or whatever. Then we got you that's way past the young adult
Repeat the question one more time.
We got the
um
one kid veteran.
navigating life as a young adult and as an introvert.
Well, I agree with bands, especially coming from where I come from, and I know a lot of people in this Discord can relate. It wasn't really taught how to do a lot of we weren't really taught the life skills to survive in this changing world, like how to invest, how to plan properly, and use your resources the proper way. Like I'm 32, turning 33 in August, and literally like I'm just not just learning. Like I learned it like my mid to late 20s, but I was already out of school. I was already working and things like that. Like I learned about a pension plan on the job, but that was years after I even started working. Like I found out about it that I was putting money into it the entire time, and I had no clue.
Mm.
Like I wasn't taught any of that stuff. I didn't know how to invest because I would have invested in Nike years ago. You know what I mean? Like you go through high. I had a part-time job at high school. Only bill I had was a cell phone bill,
Yeah.
Mm,
and that's back when you had those brick Nokias and stuff. So like that was maybe like what $50 at the most when you go over your minutes or whatever the case is.
Hmm.
Like had I known, like I would have thrown hella money in a Nike. I'd be rich right now.
yeah,
Like
that's it.
now people have access to it, but again, it's up to the parents now to try and instill those things because when you in an urban environment, the school doesn't teach you that.
Yeah.
Most
Like
No,
Ben
they
definitely
said,
not.
no.
they teach you how to just be a worker, get a job, and go things like that. I actually read a post today, and it was like, stop asking kids what do they want to be when they grow up because it's like you're just putting them immediately into the workforce
That is true.
instead of teaching them, like I said, how to invest and how to grow as a young adult and use their talents with all this access to all this knowledge at the tip of their finger. Like you just say, oh yeah, I want to be a police officer, and that's pretty much what they're going to strive to be. when there's so much more that you could be doing instead of just, which is nothing wrong with
Well,
being a
yeah,
cop, but
I'm like, if that's what you want to do, yeah. But like, my thing is like, especially like in the black community, just I feel like our whole community just has this instilled like thought process of like, oh, this is what you're supposed to work, do high school, go to college, get a job, do all this, and then do all that. And it's like they don't see any other way. It's like this one way of doing things, or you're just not going to do anything. And
exactly.
Yeah.
and it's like they don't like say like me, like, oh, I want to start a business, I want to do this, like I want to get into photography, fashion, and modeling stuff. And they're like, oh, that's cool and all, but you still need to like, that probably won't work out. So you might just want to just try to get a job somewhere. And then like, yo,
Yes.
I'm telling you like things I want to do. Like I really don't want to work for nobody else. Like, oh, that's just not like a realistic. That probably won't happen. It's nice to have dreams and shit like that, but it's like, that probably won't happen. It's
It's
just like,
nice to have dreams, but
But he's right though.
no,
And
that's definitely right, because I think like I had to tell my grandmother that, like, yo, like this this working stuff ain't for me. And like I don't think I have like the whole conversation with my mom. So mom, if you're still in here, listen up. About to drop some year long some thoughts, all right? But like most definitely, like I wasn't even really sure if I wanted to do this college thing, but like since mom, since don't start yelling at the computer. Since you put money in, all right, I'm a work hard. I'm gonna do mine. But like if I know for sure like this isn't for me, like I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna continue with it, cuz like one, I don't want to waste your money. Two, I don't want to I'm not the type to like do stuff that I do not want to do, or like that I don't even think is gonna help me in the long run. And then like if I'm spending all this money and like I'm going on this path that um like people want me to go on, and then like they're saying like, oh, there's a big reward out of this, like a degree. The degree isn't a guarantee that you get a job. There's
Nope.
people that are homeless right now with
Yeah.
a master's. I'm like, yo, like that's just kind of mind-boggling to me, because like they spent all this year, all this hard work, and what for,
Dude,
like for someone that didn't even go to college to get the job that they were
dude,
fucking in school for. Like that shit is
Mhm.
mind-blowing. Like
exactly.
I have a
I have
friend that makes like a grand a paycheck, like straight out of high school. I'm like, yo, like this college really isn't like the path for like some people. I mean, college is like it's still good and stuff. I mean, even though I think it's kind of a scam, but it's still good for like um if you really want to get
it's
For
into
not
like,
as viable as it was before because the way we live now, everything is so accessible. It's like, yo, everything is literally right there. If you look for it and you want it, you can literally find it and just find a way to do it.
yeah,
College
Mhm.
is you can get the same type of education just looking for the stuff if you know what you're looking for and stuff like that
yeah,
that you could get
Exactly.
out of college. It's just someone else is teaching you because they have more experience with it, so they can like kind of break it down to you in a simpler way, I guess. But at the same time, just you have all the time in the world to just break shit down yourself, just
facts.
understand it.
Like
see.
I went to a I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
Oh, no,
I
you're
went
good.
to a anime club meeting today, and um
Ooh.
I was saying like, yeah, I was just saying like kind of what my credentials are, like what I do and shit. And they're like, or the advisor there was like, so like, what do you do outside? I'm like, well, I'm a little into graphic design. Like I design some shit. Like I had a clothing brand. I'm a Twitch streamer. Like all that, all that. And I'm like, oh, so you're a graphic design major? I'm like, no, I'm an architecture major. He was like, what? Like, what are you doing? And and I was like, yeah, I mean, like I've kind of loved architecture since I was little. And he was like, well, like you're doing all this other stuff, like you literally had a business, so why aren't you like, did you
I told
change
you
your
that
major to
earlier.
architecture? I was like, no, I literally just went online and like searched this shit up how to do it, like, and then I just did it, like, and it's just like the more I think about it, I'm just like, yo, like I can be as successful as like I know I'm going to be, like, and I don't even have to do this college shit anymore, to be honest. Like,
It's just wanting to put in the time into the thing, like
yeah,
because you control everything that happens to you. So if you put in the time to it, it's just a different grind. Like yeah, you're gonna grind no matter what. So like working a 9 to 5 and all that stuff,
yeah,
and then doing other stuff on the side. It's like that's a grind too. but like working to like start up a business and like go through that whole grind is a lot harder. It might take a little longer. It's not like the instant payoff that you'd get from like a weekly job,
Mm-hmm.
because you wouldn't get the same payoff, but it would have a bigger payoff at the end of the road. So it's like it's more long term if you like consistently work on like your creative or what like stuff, just your dream. I guess we can put a label on that.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
that.
See,
Then it
and
would be to just work and just wait while you just hopefully something happens instead of just actively working towards making that thing happen.
and that's something that my parents have always told me too. Like, hey, like it's not always just hey, you're trying to get A to B, but the only way to get there is to go from A to B. You know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so he's like, yeah, there's so many like different ways that you can get where you need to, and I completely think too that college is not for everyone, and you definitely don't need it to be successful and all that. And like you said, it doesn't like guarantee you to get a job.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's just one of those paths that you can take that I guess that give you that that next step, you know.
Yeah. Like I would definitely say if I'm like trying to get a job at like I don't know, some like Ubisoft or some shit. God forbid I
See,
ever do, but like I would rather like straight out of high school like do an internship than like I don't know, start off small. I don't know, like fucking even mop the floors, but like I'm still here at Ubisoft, and then like I work my way up through like experience, just like hey, talking to dude like hey, I've been experimenting with some graphic design, like can I stop doing this mop shit and like do something else? Then like yeah, boom, that's more experience, and like even though like that's kind of it might or might not take longer than the school or the college route, but like I feel like job people that are hiring and stuff, they look for the people that have the most experience. I don't think they're looking for like degrees and shit, but it's like what's your track record? Like what have you done? Like I know for me, like if I was hiring people, like I would take the person that has more experience. I don't care like really if you have like a degree or not, but like if the experience is there and like it's what I'm looking for and like it actually like looks legit, I'm gonna take the person that has more experience rather than the person that like has a master's but doesn't have that much experience in the work field.
but I mean, at the same time too, a lot of people actually look at that masters or whatever you get as experience as well.
It's
Yeah.
not the same type.
I don't think it's the same, but I
It's
get
like
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying though.
definitely not the same, of course, but and because I've heard a lot of places too where it's just like even my uncle, because all he's ever gotten in terms of a college degree is just his associates, and so he didn't finish the full, bachelor's. And so he was like, I remember it was like some job out in the oil field or something though. He was like, yeah, they told me that they only hired me just because I had an associates over this dude who had, nothing compared
Yep.
to.
Hmm.
And
it
so,
yeah, it depends on like where you're applying to too. If it's like some big business that pride themselves and stuff like that, then yeah, that you're gonna have to go for that. But it's just like more open-ended things, then you
but
probably wouldn't
then
have to.
also, on the other hand too, like I've always been told, hey, like no matter what it is that you're gonna do, like if you want to go freaking, do freaking brain surgery, then hey, you gotta,
Most definitely you got
it's
to go
good.
to school
Yeah,
for
like it's gonna
that.
be hard. Well, like it's gonna
Yeah.
be hard, and you're gonna have to really grind that shit out too. But
Yeah.
if you decide you want to, just fucking be a janitor all day or something, then you better fucking clean those floors the best you fucking can too. Like don't half-ass it.
Yeah.
Word.
It's usually just like what you want to do, how you want to do it, then like when you get the chance to do it, like do it like to the best of your ability.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like I hear a lot of people saying like, "Oh, everyone can't be successful." Like, "Oh, there needs to be like janitors and stuff like that." But at the same time, it's like I don't even like subscribe to that because it's like, yo, you can literally do anything that you want. Like, who says you
Yeah.
can't be successful just because you didn't get this break or you just don't feel like you was meant to? Like, everyone can't be. Why can't everyone can't be?
Yeah.
That's what the way I think too. I feel like because like everyone always makes the whole big thing about hey, if you're in college then hey, broke college student or something like that, or this and that. I'm like, oh, but why does it have to be that way?
Yeah.
And so
Me, like, oh, what
like
the fuck?
oh, sorry, go ahead.
You fall out your chair? What happened?
Ew. Just
You
like
alright,
ass.
man?
Anyway, as I was saying, fuck was I saying? That shit was disgusting. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the reason everyone can't be successful is because everyone doesn't put in the work that there is needed to be
Yeah,
successful in that
exactly,
specific
exactly.
field. Like everyone thinks this shit is easy. Just I'm gonna start my
Like,
business. I'm gonna be a creative, like an influencer. Oh, this shit's easy.
This
It's
shit not
not.
easy. It's really not.
Nope.
yeah, dude, and I feel like especially from where I'm from, you see that a lot, dude. Like people they just don't understand a lot of things, and so they don't understand kind of what goes in behind the scenes, and so they are like, oh, I'm just gonna try to do this. Like you see the bunch of the kids coming up in high school or something like that, and they're just like, oh yeah, I just want to do this because it seems cool or something, and they're like, oh, you have to maybe take these classes in college or this and that though, and they're just like, why? Like why would I do that?
Yeah.
Why?
And
Good
it's like, dude,
question.
it's crazy over here in this area. I mean, because I'm sure it's, everywhere, of course, too. But like, because my brother's a teacher over back home from where I'm from,
Mm.
and he says that, dude, literally like all the time. It's like, oh, the kids come up and he's like, yeah, my mom said that if I only got 2 Fs and 1D, then I wouldn't be grounded.
What?
Yeah, exactly, dude. And so he's like, what the fuck, dude?
Crazy.
That's
Yeah,
another
and
thing
then
too. Like just
well, he's like,
school in general
he's
is
like,
like
there's only like so much like that I can do, and also like so much that they can do for themselves, like until they like actually want to learn and shit like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's like I know for me, even though I was learning things that I felt like weren't gonna directly like impact on where I was going, like I was still learning just because I started like fantasizing like over like
Oh yeah.
just gaining knowledge from literally anything. So like that's kind of the mindset you have to have with some things. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go through this and like um not saying like you have to put yourself through shit that you don't have to, but like when you are in it, like yo, like I know I don't want to do this, but like I know like I have a feeling that I'm supposed to learn something from this, even though like I don't think like it's meant to happen to me. Like I feel like I don't deserve this to happen. Like there's a lesson to be taught here. So like definitely I was I was kind of like what's the word? I can't find the word, but yeah, I was definitely like priding myself
Dude,
over that. Like yo, like I'm gonna get
and
learn something from literally anything.
Yeah. I did the bare minimum because I truly didn't give a
oh,
fuck.
dude, exactly. See, 'cause I honestly, dude, I felt like high school. I feel like high school is bullshit, dude. Like I do understand, of course, like everyone needs to learn the basic math, science skills, so you know kind of how shit works and stuff like that. But it was like, dude, I don't need to be taking fucking AP English, AP fucking Chem 5, what the fuck
Yeah.
ever, and learning
Yeah.
about all this shit. And I was like, I understand learning about all that shit, but I mean, I
You
don't
should do
understand
something.
why you don't get to a certain point in high school too. I mean, and I know there's places that do this, but why it's not like this everywhere where you just start doing specialty classes and learning about
Yeah, I
what you
went to
want.
specialty high school, but
Did
that
you?
it was kind of it was kind of bullshit. Like the first I went there for a fucking computer design or some shit like that. Some shit. I went for graphic design, and like the first 2 years, it was like a whole lot of nothing. We just basic high school shit. We didn't do shit, and then it wasn't until like 11th grade year we like, oh, we're gonna start teaching you little shit like this. We started doing like little Photoshop, and we started doing coding and shit. I'm like, well, I could have been doing this all 4 years. This is my second to last year here. You're like, well, what are we doing
Mhm.
here?
Yeah,
Like this is kind of pointless. And then I ended up changing schools. So I'm like, oh, I guess I'm done with that, man.
dude, it was so like half the teachers too, like Um, at my high school too, dude. Like all the athletes, bro, they didn't do their shit, bro. And so the teachers just say, "Yeah, dude." I mean, they didn't tell them this, but just dude, they'd fucking give them grades and shit. Like, dude, like these guys just would not do that shit, and people were
What
failing all the
happens when
time.
you're an athlete?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
athletes,
dude.
because
Oh,
you
I
got
mean,
potential there. It's like, oh, you might go today. They don't want to scuff you for bullshit. Like, yeah, shit. I
that's
wish I
true.
took basketball more serious. Shit, I'd probably be in an A right now. Yeah,
No.
I would be in an A right now.
So,
Yeah.
Alright.
would you
Yeah,
say
alright.
then
Yeah.
that going to a specialty high school like isn't even like, something that's that crazy?
I mean, in my case, no, because they don't like fully commit to it. If they like fully commit to it, like do it like how college, like how you choose your college and like, oh, I want to go for this, and then you actually learn about this. I know like college, you don't actually go into the major off rip, but you still get some experience towards it. They don't just fuck all and just be like, no, we're just gonna do your basic shit for 2 years straight. And then once you get to 11th grade year, you're gonna start getting into your like what you're doing. Like, hey,
Hmm.
I'm trying to like learn about this shit now, so I can like
Yeah.
have some more experience and I can get some better work early. So I don't have to struggle.
Yeah, dude. Because I mean, how was it like about you guys earning like dual credit or stuff like that?
I had the option to do that, but it was only for my community college, and I wasn't going to it, so I didn't do it.
Would I have not have transferred over?
Yeah, it wouldn't have transferred over to the college I went to.
Mm.
So
Dude, like there was a few
I'm finna warm
options
up for
for
chicken
us to do
sandwich.
it here, but it was literally like, oh, dude, you could take fucking keyboarding as an elective,
what
or
is
yeah, dude,
that?
yeah, exactly, dude. Like, and it's so stupid, dude. And like, but I mean, one class that I did take that was actually ended up being dual credit, and transferred over to the school I'm now. Was like a basic cinematography class, and
Ooh.
they, dude, pretty much all we did was just fuck around and like film random stuff the whole year. But I don't know, dude. Like, I felt like that was the only class like